The A chassis, or Advanced Gateway, is the largest of Cisco's product line. It services up to 16 interfaces. These could be a mixture of Ethernet and serial ports. The A chassis can also be configured to be a 96-port terminal server. This is an Ethernet port. This is an RS-232 serial port. These other panels can be fitted with V.35 and RS-449 serial ports, 50-pin telco, RJ11, 8, and 16 port breakouts, or 8 RS-232 connectors to make connections if the box is used as a terminal server. There is a second A chassis that has EMI and RFI shielding. This chassis meets Tempest requirements. The M, or medium-sized chassis, has 4 slots in its backplane and can serve up to 4 Ethernets and 4 serial lines. In an alternative form, it can service up to 32 terminal server lines and an Ethernet port. The C, or compact chassis, has only 2 slots in its backplane and is intended for use in office environments. Notice that it only has 1 muffin fan. It supports only 4 ports, which can be combinations of serial and Ethernet. It is not configured as a terminal server. The smallest chassis is called the STS-10. It has only 1 configuration. It's a 10-port terminal server. It has 1 Ethernet connection on the back. On the front, it has RJ45 connectors that allow attachment of 10 asynchronous terminals or printers. The number 1 position jack is also the console port. The terminal connected into this port can configure the terminal server. For examples, set the speed of the other lines to match the attached devices. Next, we will show you the interior of a Cisco server. Remember, the letters and numbers within parentheses in your outline show the manual, chapter, and page number of more detailed information. You have seen Ethernet connectors, RS-232 connectors, and RJ45 connectors. However, Cisco also has RS-449 to connect to faster serial lines, V.35 connectors to connect to T1 lines, 50-pin telco connectors to connect to 16 asynchronous lines, Octopi that connect 50-pin telco to 8 RS-232 DB25s, and RJ11 jacks that connect the interface boards to 8 to 16 asynchronous lines. The holes in the back panel of the chassis hold individual small and large connector plates. These different size plates come pre-machined to hold 1 or more connectors of various sizes and shapes and bolt into the holes cut into the back panel of the chassis. These are individual connector plates. They hold a single DB type connector. Small connector plates allow 1 or more types of connectors. For example, they can hold 1 V.35 connector. Here is a small connector plate with a V.35 connector mounted. Here, another with a telco 50-pin telco. And a third with 2 DB25 connectors. The large connector plates, found only on the A chassis, mount collections of these previous connectors. The serial line connectors have small circuit boards connected to them. These boards, called Appliques, change the electrical signals from the serial line transport standard to a common signal level of the interface board. These little boards have LEDs that show the status of the line, and these light diodes shine through holes in the connector plates and allow them to be read without opening the box. This is an RS-232 applique. Notice the jumper. Its placement determines how the board is grounded. However, if it needs to be changed, the Cisco engineer will have done it before he shipped the applique, or he'll coach you. This is an RS-449 applique. Notice that there are jumpers. These are described in the Hardware Products Installation Manual. This is an RS V.35 applique.